Hi guys, my name is Butson and I run a small lawn care business. In the last video I said I bought a mower that sort of took the place of my Honda, and today thought I'd show you the new mower. I picked this up a couple months ago, but I've been busy working, so I haven't been able to get any videos of it or show it to you guys, but this is my Scag SFC30, and it's been a great mower for me. This is sort of a video to show you guys and a bit of a review. I was going to do a 20-hour review, but technically I am a little over at 22.4 hours, but yeah, I'll give you guys a quick overview and then I'll get into my review and my thoughts about it while using it. So for the quick review and how to operate it, right up here you had a blade safety. You release the safety and you pull back the blade lever, and then underneath, after I release the parking brake, underneath is the drive lever. Now this drive system is single speed, although you can feather it in and out, so. And you can lower the throttle to go slower and or faster, which I usually do because it just slows down the transmission a little, and I don't need as much power, and that also saves on gas. So you move the throttle lever all the way forward, that's choke. It has a little notch that will fall into for fast, and then I usually bring it back here, which is somewhere in the middle, and then all the way back is off. And then over here you got your parking brake. For some reason the parking brake on the Scag only works on the left wheel and not the right one, but I usually strap this machine down in the bed of my truck so it doesn't make too much of a difference to me. Over here you got your fuel start. Right here you have a 1 gallon gas tank. Right in here you guys can't see it because your fuel shut off. You have a fuel filter. Right here is your air filter. As you can see, it's not that dirty. I think Kohler purposely faced the air intake on the air filter facing backwards so that it wouldn't suck in the air that comes straight out of the muffler. Over here on the engine you got your dipstick. Now I'm going to shut off the parking brake. Then I'm going to keep this little rock behind the wheel. And this big old black lever is your height adjustment. And on this machine you have 15 different heights. You gotta make sure that the pin goes through both sets of holes. There's a top set and then there's a bottom set. I usually mow with this mower at 3/4, not 3, at 3.25 inches. But yeah, it's nice having a single lever. Right now these front wheels are locked, but these front wheels are casters. They spin around 360 degrees. I lock them in place when I put the machine back into my shed. Up here, we have 2 wing nuts, and once you loosen those 2 wing nuts, there we go. You can take off this cover, which then gives you access to the belts and spindles. The belts, the pulleys, and the spindles. This machine has 2 spindles because it has 2 blades. Now I'm gonna carefully guide the plate back into place. Come on. Stubborn, but there we go. That's one side secured. And the other side secured. Over here you have your oil drain. You just turn this little bolt, and there's a tube that goes all the way to the bottom of the machine. You need a 10mm wrench, and you turn the bolt. You do not remove it because you can damage the O-rings inside the system. But you just turn it enough to the point where the oil starts coming out. Up here, behind the casters, you have 2 grease points, and those are to keep the deck height adjustment system lubricated. You have a oil filter over here, and then over here on this side of the machine you have a lock-off plate. Y'all can see I cleaned this mower real good. If you're not catching on already, as a joke, there is a side discharge that goes on this mower. I gotta clean it because in this little channel it's full of dirt, and it's making it so the attachment won't go back on. But I'll put the mulch plate back into place, and then I'll put the side discharge here up on the table, and then back here you have a 2.5 bushel bag with a nice wide mouth. There's a handle on top, and there's a handle in the back for easy dumping. And in the back of the unit there's a mulch plug. You use this for when you're mulching, or you keep it in for when you side discharge. You take it out for when you bag. And the next thing I'm going to say is sometimes when the shoe clogs up, it's a pain to get this back in there. That's one of the things that I saw in the review of this mower, but it wasn't going to stop me from buying it. I told myself it was either this mower or the X-Mark Commercial 30. And once the Scag head came out with the caster wheels, I said, I'm buying myself a Scag, because with the caster wheels, it's easier to turn on properties, And on the back side of the deck, on both sides, right here, there's a deck protector bolted on, and then there's metal edging loaded on to protect the deck. Down in front of the deck, the Scag logo's cut out. One of the nice things with Scag is that you have this space in between the wheels, which allows you to get closer up to trees and small bushes. It has a good machine. I find when I throttle down the engine, which slows down the blade slow and slows down the transmission, it's very fuel efficient. Now, if I have to cut an overgrown lawn, I've done a couple with this machine, and I'll say the Honda's the better machine to do it because it has the rear discharge, but full throttle, this thing, it consumes some gas, but pretty good on gas. It's good, solid construction, and I like the locking caster wheels because on a lot of my properties, I have hills that I take it across, and being able to lock those front wheels just makes it a lot easier to go across those hills. And then once I'm done with those hills, if the lawn has a upper section that is flat, I can unlock the caster wheels and I can scroll the machine around. But yeah, it's been a great machine for me, and I hope it continues to be a great machine for me. And so far, worked flawlessly. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.